let's go live. Alright, so it should be working right here. Alright, so it looks like that's working. Bring this over. Hear that. Like something in the way will be here. Hang on, that's a little better. Couch Racer, how's it going? Oh man. I don't know about this one, guys. I feel like this is gonna be a meme race. Let me just put this up on Twitter. There we go. Here we go. So this is round 2 of the Toyota Cup. We're gonna be at Sardinia B with the GR Yaris. It's a tire saving race. J Funk, Drift, Peel Trick. How's it going, Couch? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this race is gonna be popular. I know the first round was surprisingly popular. That one was, I think, 443 points. It was close to 450. I don't know about this one though. I'll be surprised if this race is 400 points. Actually, it might be. There's probably gonna be some people that just want to try to get the best results right away and then just chill for the rest of the season. Damo, how's it going? Oh man, you should see my setup. It's a mess. Let's go ahead and enter this. It's a mess. Yeah, and then before I started the stream, I was having a bit of a problem with the audio cable. So because the controller is like this cable, it's like a Y cable. One of them connects to the controller, the other one connects to the headset, and then the third one goes to the capture card, which then goes to the computer. But that Y cable has been acting really sketchy lately, so I have to twist the cables around a certain way to get the audio going to both sides. Because even if it's just like a tiny bit off, I'll either only get one sound on one side or no sound at all. So I think I have another Y cable that I can replace it with, but it's probably cheap. You know, they're not gonna last that long. It's probably gonna give me problems. Tell Cyrus I love him back. Times 1,000. Nino, how's it going? Big hugs from Portugal. Big hugs from USA. Oh. But how am I feeling? I'm pretty nervous. I am not confident with this race, especially because it's a mega tire saving race. Couch, doing alright. You just nervous for the race. I did get a haircut and I shaved because I was looking like a mess. I already got to shave again because I'm already growing a bit of a mustache. And yeah, I thought I would have kept the Japanese. You know, that is a good point. Actually, have they? I feel like they might have done that at one point. But let's go ahead and just warm up for this, because oh man, I'm not ready. I'm just gonna keep refreshing until I get a tailwind. Yeah, I was doing a little bit of practice. I haven't practiced this as much as I should have. So I'm just gonna go in here, hope for the best. I'm probably just gonna do one slot because I've already seen how this race has gone for some people, where this race was just a mess. The next round will be interesting because that one's the GR010 at Le Mans. I think that one's going to be the race where it's going to be the most stacked, probably even more stacked than round 1. Blue Racer, my target after lap 8. Yeah, that's gonna be my worry right there. That I wear out the tires way too quickly, and then I just drop down, and that's what makes me nervous as well. Is like, okay, how's my tire saving skills compared to other people's? I don't have much hope because I'm not that good at tire saving. I was talking to Windfire the other day, and he was showing me that he can tire save for the entire race. I'm like, yo, you gotta teach me how to do that. I'd be lucky if I can make my front right tire last until the end of lap 12. Or not end of lap 12, in the middle of lap 12. Or at some point in lap 12. That's best case scenario for me. Base Gaming Room, how's it going? Seeing the splits. See you there. Flash, how's it going? Gergen, how's it going? Watch, Couch. I bet if because I saw Lamb practicing for this race. I bet if he does his race, he's gonna somehow make it work, and he's on the controller. I saw, I think yesterday, because I didn't do Nations Cup, but I was watching Cyrus do it. But Lamb was somehow making the BRZ work yesterday for Nations, and apparently he was tire saving like his life depends on it, and it almost worked out for him. I think he got in a battle with someone towards the end and lost out on podium. 410s. Dude, oh man, that lap was mostly luck. So that right turn at the start of sector 2, I don't know how, but I somehow hooked it up together. Haven't been able to do that ever since, so I'll be lucky if I can get remotely close to that time. But I'm more concerned about just trying to tire save. New controller, nice. Honestly, just a mandatory pit stop would have been nice. That way we don't have to suffer with a dead tire. Or just 2 tire requirements. Bam. 2 tire requirements with a mandatory pit stop. And there you go, problem solved. Would have made life so much easier for all of us. Okay. I think there was one race. Oh yeah, it was. I don't know if it was a Super Cup for 2020 or 2021. It was a Laguna Seca with the 2019 and 2020 Supra, and it was sports hard and sports soft tires available, but only sports hard tires required. But the way that the race was set up, it was actually faster to do a one-stop. So you use the sports soft tires for as long as you can, then pit on over to the sports hard tires. Because if you try to zero stop with the sports hard tires, well, it wasn't gonna work. It was too slow. See, that I wouldn't mind, especially for a race like this. It's like, yeah, okay, sports soft and sports hard tires available, sports hard required. Use the sports soft tires for as long as you can, then once those tires are gone, switch over to the hards. There you go, now you have a race. Still a tire saving race, but it's better than this. I'm not even focusing on what I'm doing right now. Next, yeah. Ooh, is it gonna rain in that one? Cause I think I saw that's only racing medium tires, so I have a feeling that that one might have weather. And if it does, oh boy, that's gonna be an interesting one. Let me just press Control Z on Laguna Seca so I can undo those asphalt stripes. I saw it on Twitter. I think it was the IMSA Twitter page that was showing some clips, and I saw those asphalt stripes. Like, looks weird. If you Blue, if you don't like this race, just wait until you come across the 86 BRZ race at Autopolis. That one's gonna be a mess, because that one, if it's still like how it was in GT Sport, the front tires wear out alarmingly fast. It's almost as if it's a front wheel drive car, even though it's a front engine rear wheel drive car. Good morning from New Zealand. Good morning, Mechanic Kiwi. Or actually, good afternoon from over here. Get up to that. Yikes. I think they both have a engine swap. Yeah, this is top split. And Lamb is in this race. Oh no! Sorry. Oh god, something's going on. Yeah, Sarah's got DC'd right away. Damn. Let's see how many points this race is. Oh jeez. Yeah, so this race is 415 points. If I can somehow finish in 7th or above, maybe actually, you know what, 8th or above, I'll be happy with that. Either way, I'm probably just only going to do this race once, because this race is not really my thing. I will say for the Autopolis race, I think it's all tires available though. There's no tire requirements for that race. Well, what is this wind? What is this wind? How do you even drive with this kind of wind? In all the practicing I've done, I've never practiced with this sort of wind. Actually, I think this is the worst wind because of the final turn. Oh god. I'm even less excited about this race now. Autopolis, it might, because I think that track can have rain. Yeah, it can have rain. But I remember seeing it say all sports tires allowed, but none required. I think it was like ×2 fuel, ×6 tire wear. Yeah, that's Lamb. I don't know if he's probably on controller, because I know he has a wheel, but I think he's mentioned that he doesn't have the space to put the wheel in. Yeah, he got booted right away. Don't know what happened. So it really sucks for him. That's the worst. I like how I came out last. Yeah, how do you drive with this wind? You know, honestly, with everyone up ahead, I'm just gonna chill. Not gonna push, because everyone's gonna slow down before probably the penultimate or the third to last turn. So it's gonna take it easy. Or I should probably do what Grove's doing, where he's just chilling the pit stops. Yeah, everyone's bunched up over there. Just gonna wait it out a bit. Okay, here we go. Actually, wait, hold on, just a moment. There's a little more bunching up going. Okay, now we're good. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Good luck for those doing the race. Or for those doing the qualify right now, good luck. Here we go. Gonna ignore y'all. So how do you drive with this wind? This wind is so weird. I'm driving like if I'm tire saving, so this will be good practice for that. Yeah, that was a really terrible turn. That turn is the one that I struggle with the most. And unfortunately, that's probably the most important turn. Please turn. There we go. Yeah, there's wind. It feels weird driving with this wind. Come on. This is such a bad lap. Yeah, not a good lap at all. All over the place. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed that turn again. Yeah, this race is gonna be a mess. Yeah, that was really bad qualifying. Oh man. That was not what I wanted, but oh well. Oh, Grove, how's it going? Skipping the quali? Yeah, I saw that you didn't do the quali. Yeah, I am not particularly excited about this race, and my qualifying shows. Just couldn't string together a good lap. It was just a mess. Luckily, I mean, this is probably going to be my banker round. Because my first round, I got 300 something points out of that, so I think it was like a little 300. So I'll be using that round as my crutch This one, whatever happens, happens, and I'm just gonna buzz off because I don't want to do this race anymore already. Gotta get hover tires. That way, that's the best way to save your tires. Actually, you know what? This might be a hidden blessing where, by starting in the back, if everyone punts themselves off into the gravel on turn 1, that's free real estate for Grove and I. Yeah, I know if you came out of the track at the right time, I think you got to be like one of the first cars to leave the track. It was possible to get a third lap in. I don't think anyone did though. But yeah, I'm not particularly excited. We're just gonna see what happens. Hoping for the best. Okay, so what the hell is this wind? It's the wind I didn't practice for, of course. The wind I was practicing was the one going northeast. Oh well. Your hard work got... Yeah, I know, right? Hey, Grove, but hear me out on this. If everyone punts themselves off of turn 1, that's free real estate for the both of us. That is true. Especially for this round. Because I just have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of shenanigans going on. That's why I kind of, especially with the tire saving things that you have to do for this race, I'm only going to do one. Yeah, I'm only going to do one slot and then just call it a day. Because I have a good feeling that that slot 2, the points are going to go way down. So I'm just going to be like, okay, that's it for me. Someone did the honk. I don't need TC. Here we go, guys. Wish me luck. Good luck for those doing the race. It's gonna take it easy. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I knew the car was gonna get sketchy right there. I have to brake earlier. I have to be really careful about tires. Oh! Oh man, he goes to just in time. That's probably a penalty. Yeah. I'll take that over my race being over right at the end. Go ahead and pass me. tires are dirty. Hopefully this is not race over, because it'd be really frustrating if it is. You know what, I might as well just do slot 2. Why not? I'm gonna refuse to end it on this note. I'm gonna go for the move. It's a bit of a shame because I don't want to destroy my tires. And unfortunately, I have to destroy my tires. Alright, I'm going to try to work with Paymay so we can try to catch up towards the next pack. Yeah, it's true. Anything can happen. I'm going to see if we can work with Paymay. Actually, we're catching up to someone because they just had us for a penalty, so... Just trying to be really careful with my tires with the way I'm driving, especially this turn right here. This turn is so easy to mess it up. If you brake just a tad bit too late or shift at the wrong time. So what did I say I was going for? 8th place? I think I said I was going for 8th place, so... Hopefully I can get up there. I'm not going to be able to go... Yeah, that move was never going to happen. Just nice and careful through there. That is true, Blue. Evil Melon, how's it going? I think I'm going a little too slow because I should be doing 35s or 36s, but... I don't know, maybe going this slow will help me tires a bit more and that'll pay off towards the end. Will this work? Find out in the next episode. I was a little close. I think I'm braking a little too early. Okay, what am I doing? Come on, get your act together, mister. Got to be really careful about cutting the inside of that corner because that's a 1 second penalty with your name on it. I love it, Pay May. We know we don't know each other, but I'm going to go for the move. Oh! That... Yeah, that was unacceptable for me. That was unacceptable to me. I feel really bad for Pop. I just ruined his race. I thought I was going to be able to make the corner, but that was a little too late. And I'll feel even worse if I'm the reason that Pop has that half-second penalty. Yeah, I'm doing slot 2 now. Well, if I deserve last place, and so be it. Because this round was a tragedy. And just an embarrassment of me. I'm going to stay right behind him. Don't want to go for the move. I'm going to see if we can try to work with Pop to make it up with them. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Yeah, Morg missed a punt someone by being an idiot. Because I feel really bad for Pop because I punted him on turn 1. And I'm sure that that little incident cost me a lot of tire wear. Not gonna pass him. Oh, what's also frustrating is that I'm gonna have to wait an hour for slot number 2. And I don't want to do that. But unfortunately, I have to do that now. Due to my own stupidity. Ray, hello everyone. You're watching me be an idiot on round 2 of the Toyota Cup. I accidentally punted Pop because I was trying to get a pass done on Paymay, and the pass worked for like 2 seconds because I braked way too late and accidentally went into the back of Pop. Yeah, this is frustrating because my qualifying was not so good. Actually, it was terrible. Then I was starting to make up a little bit of progress. And then it all came crashing down. Quite literally crashing down. Yeah, and there's... Yeah, and the pack of cars, you know, they're way too far up ahead. So unless they all decide to start murdering each other, then there's no hope of getting... I think it was 8th place I wanted to get. So, oh well. So for now, this is going to be practice for slot number 2. Some much needed practice that I need apparently. I'll be surprised if my tires even make it to lap 11. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the move. Actually, there is a bit of fighting going up ahead. Can I get a top 10? That'll be a little bit of a recovery. Not really, but... Oh, someone has a penalty. Maybe not finding out with Pop was the right move, because we're about to catch up to some people. Yeah, I think Pop's tires are starting to go. Mine are about to go soon. What's going on over here? Whoa, whoa, what's going on over here? Mace, how's it going? You saw me drive like an idiot and punt like 2 people. 1 or 2 people. The car's getting a little sketchy. Yeah, I'm going really slowly now. You saw nothing? Oh no. You might have seen nothing, but the others in here have seen everything. And I think it's going to be right around here where my tires are about to finally go. Yep, it's gone. Oh man, I can feel that understeer. I think Pop just gave himself a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty right there. Oh man. Well, this race was a tragedy. I know probably could have passed him right there, but still, I feel really bad for what he did to him, so I'm just staying behind him until he has to serve that penalty. Because what I did to him was super not cool of me. Yeah, especially in a much more serious environment like this. Yeah, it makes me feel even worse. Yeah, he's probably really mad at me right now. He's probably telling me, "Hey, screw you!" I'm like, "Yeah, I deserve it. If you want to, if you're gonna yell at me, yeah, I deserve it. If he's gonna punt me, then I can understand his frustration. I mean, if he doesn't this race, then yeah, then yeah, I fully understand it. If he doesn't do it, I mean that's fine too. Anyways, I'm driving like an idiot again. Oh man, it could have been a good recovery race. Ended up just falling apart. Luckily, this race is about to end soon. Oh yeah, I just love driving on a completely dead tire. I know Pop is probably going to try to fight for my spot. Oh yeah, I love having no tire life. Then you got the run. Never mind, he didn't. Oh man, what a disaster. Still got one more lap to go. And it's a shame because there's still a big group of cars up ahead. And I had the potential to get close to them, but my own mistakes led me to my own demise. And unfortunately, I took others with me. I still feel really bad about Pop. I'm tempted to just give him my spot after that shenanigans. Honestly, I just might. I mean, it's not like... I mean, it probably won't mean much since we're down here in 11th, 12th place, but feels like it's the least I can do to let him know how bad I feel about punting him. It'll be hard though, because Manny's right behind him. Yeah, I might be able to do it. There we go. Yeah. Mine is much worse, so you should see my recent Nations Cup rate. Yeah, and that's my biggest fear, where, especially if you're the one that accidentally does the punting, I just feel terrible about that. Hold on. It was a Grove, Pay, Pop, and Pierman who got caught up in my own shenanigans. Still, I just feel really bad about that. Yeah, I would have needed, 8th or 7th place, but after what happened, yeah. Where's the space? Actually, the surprising thing was I didn't even get penalized for that. I still felt really terrible about that. Happens sometimes. Thank you, Scrapster. I'm just gonna go ahead and practice this out, because apparently I really need to practice, especially quality practice. So that's what I want to do. Once went from 10th to 20th. Oh, Monza. I personally avoid Monza just because of that. I've had really bad experiences there. Especially when the penalty system was draconian, where it just penalized everyone for everything. Even just like the slightest touch got you like a 5-second penalty. It was the worst thing ever. I remember I'm the one getting hit, but the game was penalizing me. It was frustrating to say the least. TJ around 2 race. Switch over to, where is Sardinia? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do slot 2. Because this race was just unacceptable for me. I mean, if I went slow, then it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. I'll just see the frustration for another round. But But because I embarrassed myself, I'm gonna do another slot as punishment. There you are. No, that's not you. There you are. I'm going to leave equal condition mode off because the wind is extremely exaggerated. Just turn that off. SDS, how's it going? Ran the third whole race and finished fourth. It was a better result than what I did. Still finishing up there. Nice, nice. Sports hard. Just gotta set this up. Okay, let's save this. I think I have the settings right. Mostly right. Times 18. Did I put times 18? Let me just check. I'm just gonna practice qualifier runs though, because that's what I really need to practice, because when I did it, it was terrible. That was just a big old mess. Where's tire wear? Same as during the race. Okay, times 18. Yeah, there we go. I embarrassed myself in this race because first, I need to set equal conditions mode. Because what happened is that I did a really bad qualifier. There goes my bottle cap. Really bad qualifier, and in the race, it was starting to look like it's like, okay, I might be able to make my way up and potentially fight for 300 points. So I was around 7th, 8th place. But as I was trying to go for a move on someone on turn number 1, I braked too late and ended up punting someone. And then the guy who I tried to pass, the way that we collided, the other guy and I, we collided, he ended up going into the back of me, so now he got dragged into the mess. And I feel really bad for the both of them. Because I just ended up ruining all of our races because of my stupidity. But I'm just going to go again, and this time hope that I prevent myself from doing anything stupid. And with that, I think I can start to improve by trying to get a better qualifier, because my qualifier was where things started to go wrong right away. I just couldn't string together a good lap. Yeah. Still, I would have felt bad if it was a daily race. I was like, oh shoot, I'm sorry, my bad. But because this is an official season, I feel even worse. So I ended up staying behind whoever the guy had punted the entire time. I still feel really bad because I think he was, what was he, 10th, 9th place? And I ended up dragging him down or punting him down. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to let him finish ahead of me because I feel that bad. Because that was just extremely unacceptable to me. Yeah, it's true. It's just, yeah, this is me doing this. It's like, shoot. I don't even. Yeah, I haven't practiced this race as much as I should have. I don't even know how I'm going to go about making the guide for round 2 of Nations. Because I still have to make the daily race lap guide. And that's. And I don't know. I'm just going to be really tight on time. I might temporarily just stop making daily race guides so I can just focus on making the Nations Cup guides. Because especially with how long the races are now, I'm going to need even more time to whip out the guides, test out the strategies, all that stuff. I told him I used a pre-chat, said I'm sorry to him and Paymay, and then someone, I think it was Cantilever, who also got caught up in my shenanigans. Yeah, I forgot what Paymay said, but I think Pop said no problem. Still, I feel really bad that I don't have my spot at the end of the race since he was not too far behind me. Yeah, but hopefully, it's all good. I mean, it's not going to be all good, but hopefully there's no bad blood, because it was just a straight up mess of me. Anyways, this lap is all over the place, so I'm just going to start again. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I will say that the other race that's coming up, I think it's both racing soft and medium tires available and required, so we finally have some strategy, so there is that. But still, the nation, I think, what was it? The spa race was about an hour long for those in GT1. Good evening to you. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. But still, I mean, in an official season like this, especially when you can potentially be fighting for a spot to go to a World Tour event or whatever the TGR finals it will take place in, I feel like it ends up being even more serious. Yeah, that's the thing for GT1 races. Yeah, you gotta prepare big time. You gotta prepare even more now. I was hearing that the racing soft. So this is for round 2 of Nations. That's probably a penalty. I was hearing that for round 2 of Nations. That is a penalty. I was hearing that racing soft tires are good for 10 laps. Makes me think that the racing medium tires are not going to last as long, so I have a, I don't know, could it be a potential 2-stop? Maybe 10-10-10? I don't know. But that's
the whistles go.
What's the pit loss? I think it's like around 22, 24 seconds. Might end up being a big old oh, that'd be frustrating for this. SDS, thank you for joining the fan club. I know it's a really lame name for the membership program thing, but gotta think of a better name for that. Come on, there we go. Let me just get ready for this lap. That's definitely a penalty. Yeah, that's what I want to try to avoid getting a penalty like that, because that's gonna be killer. Hope for one. Yeah, that is true. Also, what will the slipstream settings be like? Because if it's set to real, then I might be slightly more convinced that a 2-stop will probably be a slightly better strategy, because dirty air will be killer for that race. Especially if you go through 100R and the third sector. Could you imagine dirty air just destroying your tires like that? Yeesh, that's gonna be nasty. Yes, do enjoy those emotes, because I made them. Those are my emotes. They're really... I'm not the best drawer, best artist. I really want to get back into drawing because, fun fact, I used to draw a lot when I was in high school. There we go. I used to draw a lot when I was in high school. Actually, middle school I doodled a lot. High school, that's where I got a bit more serious into drawing. Even took an AP class on it. So what's it? Advanced placement, for those who don't know. And at the end, so for those who don't know, advanced placement or AP, if you were, so at the end of the year, you take what's called an AP test for whatever subject that you're doing. So it could be AP history, AP art, AP calculus, whatever, right? If your school has that AP program on offering, and if you got a certain score, then those will count as college credits. So I remember I was really into art. I was like, yeah, heck, I love this stuff. So I decided, okay, I'm going to take an AP art class. I took the test. I mean, I don't know, how do you grade art? But anyways, I somehow passed it. so that was pretty exciting. Anyways, but yeah, I used to draw a lot, and I've been trying to get back into it, especially if you follow my Twitter. I tend to like a lot of artworks, anime artworks, because I would really like to try to get into that. Recently got myself a drawing tablet to try to learn how to do that, but because I've been drawn in such a long time, I feel like I have to relearn everything. So that's gonna be fun. Slipstream is set to real. Oh no, yeah, it's gonna be it might be a 2-stop. I cannot imagine the racing medium tires lasting 20 laps, because if the soft tires last 10 laps, then well, medium tires will probably last what, like 12, 13 laps. Unless if it's going to be another one of these really dumb races where you have, excuse me, where you just tire safe, and even though your tires are dead, it's still faster than doing another stop. Gosh, I hope it's not like that. Anyways, I'm not even concentrating on what I'm doing. Okay, no one's coming. Okay. Where is Donkey? Yeah, one of my friends was trying it out real quick. So, and that's what he mentioned, that soft tires last about 10 laps. I think he was in the 2016 GTR. That's actually what I'm thinking about for, because I know you mentioned the NSX Blue. I wonder if people will risk using that car to try to get the best qualifying time possible. That way, if they qualify pole, they give the dirty air to everyone and makes it nearly impossible to pass them. And then that's an easy one for them. I don't know. Okay. Shoot, how much longer do we... I still think we have over an hour until slot number 2. This is what I don't like about this. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes, but you gotta wait an hour when it could have just been an hour in slots. So it's like, okay, we're gonna do one at 16 and another one at 17 because we'll have time for it. Next one 18, but no. But no, it has to be like this. Funk, Dr. Flex, hello, hello. I don't know if you're hearing the stream, but hello, hello. You're just watching me or hearing me ramble on about nonsense while I'm not even concentrating on what I really should be concentrating on, which is trying to improve my qualifying times. Because in reality, I should be doing low 135s or somewhere close to there, but instead I'm doing high 135s, which is really poor of me. At least for qualifying. Well, that's a risky turn. They'll pull out the 3-stop. Man, if it was in the earlier days of GT Sport, there we go. Now we're talking. Can you imagine though? If it, oh man. Okay, for those who don't know, so for most of the GT Sport days, the pit stops were really fast, and we're talking your pit loss would be maybe half of what it, actually, yeah, probably half of what it was now, or even more than half. Because I know some pit stops were so quick that you could do a 3 or a 4 stop in a race. I remember, I think it was a top 16 race for Catalonia, Group 2, and the fastest strategy for that race was to do a 4 stop. So you're pitting every 4 laps for racing soft tires. And that was the fastest way to do it, because your pit loss was I think what was it, like 8 to 9 seconds? It was really fast. You were barely losing time, and a 3-stop could have worked. Actually, 3-stop was the second fastest strategy, but then someone discovered that the 4-stop was faster. So people started going with that. Yeah, you probably have to look at the Gran Turismo TV channel, because I think they have that replay. And if it was, yeah, I think it was a top 16 race. And who was it? I remember some people tried it, and that's where I ended up working. And I think that was part of the reason why Polyphony eventually started to make the pit stops longer for most of the track. I think there's like 2 tracks, yeah, or like a very small number of tracks where the pit loss is still not as big. I know Big Willow's one of them, Brands Hatch is one of them. I think those are it. I feel like chatting now. I wish it was shorter. Yeah, if it was just a little short, I think it would have worked. Especially for a race like this one. Although I don't know how long you'd want to make the pit stops. How long would you make this one for Sardinia B? Probably if it was half of the time, or a little bit less than half. Maybe that would work better. Maybe that would even make a won't stop work for this race, if that was the case. Maybe. 2 a.m. here going to lurk mode. Thanks for stopping by, SDS, and thank you for joining the fan club membership program thing. Enjoy hearing the birds screaming in the background. I think they see another bird. That's why they're screaming. Mottega or Sugo. I hope it's midfield. That'd be awesome. Alright, I'm gonna go again. Could be anything though. Unless if Nenkai somehow finds out what the new track is. Because actually, I think he does have a way of finding out what the new tracks will be in a update that is coming soon. Generally speaking, not. Yeah, I think he does have a way of finding out, but the sort of thing that he does, I don't understand it. But I do find it fascinating how he can get all this information. You know, the daily rate. You know, finding out what the daily races will be. Finding out information about the next update just before it comes out. I don't know how he does it, but I find it pretty impressive. And I definitely never want to take him for granted. And then there's someone else, I think his name is DDM. He also does some things with Gran Turismo 7 and some of the older games that I also find fascinating, so don't want to take him for granted as well. Yeah, I think so. I think he said that once. I still remember when he hinted about Grand Valley. I mean, he hinted it. Remember he hinted, oh yeah, there will be a grand update. And I was like, okay, yeah, Grand Valley is coming, but the question is when. But I think that was where he knew that Grand Valley was going to be coming to GT7. We just didn't know exactly when. But I do appreciate the work that he and DDM do. And then there's another guy, the person who manages the GT Engine website. He doesn't do the things that Nenkai and DDM do, but he organizes information about the BOP of all the cars. So I do appreciate what he does as well. He even lays out all the information, like the time of day, and even the time of day, everything about the Nations Cup, Manu, TGR races, the BOP of all the cars, their stats. He gets all that information down. So I do appreciate the work that they all do. It's a little laggy. Okay, so if I can get a low 35 and real quality, then I'll be very happy with that, because then that means that I finally got my act together. But still, since this car drives so weird, I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, and if I drive like I'm tire saving, then I think that's where I start to lose a lot of time. Yeah, this is a really bad lap. I will say this though, in terms of doing the Nations Cup races, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that excited about doing those races. Remember looking at the combinations, like, yeah, because Group 2 is not my thing. Super Formula is not my thing. I would have done the Nations Cup race yesterday if I had more time to prepare for it, but I had zero time to prepare, so I didn't do it. Group 4, I think what was it, Group 4, Group 3 races, I might do those. I actually just might do those races, so the Group 4, Group 3, and the Scirocco race, I might just do those. Because this Group 2 race, I'm not a big fan of high downforce cars. I tend to do really bad with them. So I might skip out on it. Oh yeah, I have the wind speed at 0, so because there's no wind, the wind turbines aren't moving. But once there's a bit of wind going on, then that's when they start to move around or spin around. Yeah, I think I remember noticing, what was it? Oh, the Sardinia grind, so like the 800 pp race. Need tissue. I remember watching the wind turbines move a bit slower when there's less wind. It's like, oh, it's like, oh, they actually react to the environment. It's a neat little feature. Yeah, so if you don't know what I mean, just do a Sardinia 800 pp race. Because I know usually the wind speed is around. The wind speed tends to be around 9 to 10 meters per second for those who use metric, so it's like around like 30 feet per second at times. The fastest I've seen the wind go was 36 feet per second, so that's what, 12 meters per second, I think, give or take. And you just see those things just spinning around really fast. And I was like, are we sure we should be racing around those things? You know, blades come off going through the racetrack. You hit one and you get a 5-second penalty. That's not cool. How's it going, Funk Dr. Flex? I see you in the lobby over here. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh yeah, that was my doing. That was me. That was me being a little overambitious and dumb. Trying to go for the move on Apex Paymay. Got the move done, but then it all went downhill real fast. Because I braked too late for that turn. Oh well. No, yeah. I'm not the fastest person, but I try to be competitive, hopefully competitive. But this first slot, I was not up to par. But I'm hoping that this second slot goes a lot better for me, that I can perform this time. But it does get frustrating. It's like, okay, I want to make sure that I do well on the first slot, that way I can just call it a day. But oh well. It's gonna give it another go. I hope that things go better this time, because I think the lobby will be kind of decent because Randy's here. And I just whiffed that turn so hard. Yeah, because I see Randy in the lobby, so I think he's gonna do the next slot. So if he's in the slot, or if he's here, Cyrus might do the next race because he got disconnected from slot 1. So I think there still might be some decent points on the table. At least I'm hoping for that. But we'll see. We shall see in an hour from now. That's the unfortunate thing. But I will say this, slot 2 will be my final one, because I know slot 3 is going to be dead. I didn't even see how Lamb did in that race. Did I even save? Ah, shoot. Well, did I even save? Oop, didn't mean to do that. Did I even save the race? Oh, I didn't save the race. I think I saved the replay, right? So I could work with that. I felt so bad about punting Pop and getting Paymay into my own mess that I completely forgot about saving the raw footage. So that's a little dumb of me. Do gotta check something real quick. Give me a moment. Where is the PlayStation app? Give me a moment. Yeah, we'll see what Randy's doing. Ooh, nice. So, do you guys know Harmonic? He plays Gran Turismo 7 every now and then, and he's extremely fast. He's on the controller as well. I just found out that he had some involvement I think it's working on the 01 Cadillac car for today's race at Laguna Seca, and his car won. That is awesome. Okay, thankfully I did save the replay then. Yeah, I saved the replay in-game, but not the footage. Okay, so we're good. We're good on that. Okay, let's go ahead and get this ready. Okay, there's no one. Okay, I can come out. Pretty much just going to be in this lobby all or for a while until I get until the next slot opens up. Because I really do need to practice my qualifying. The thing is that it can be there. I just need to string it all together. Has it? You know what? I'm gonna try it. It was alright. So the replay starts at the middle of lap number 3. I can work with that. Thank you, Ray. So I'm probably just gonna work off of the replay, just because with that I have everything. Right, here we go, doing another lap. Here's hoping that things go better. Yeah, it's this right turn where I really need to work on. Because during my qualifying run, I missed the apex big time, and I know that cost me so much time. I probably have dirty tires now. Or not, they still feel good. Oh god, if it's over an hour long, and if rain is a possibility in that race, sheesh, that's gonna be intense. It'll probably be intense at first, and then once everyone splits up, it gets boring real fast until rain shows up and causes chaos. Just need a lot of practice. Yeah, the next round of the Toyota Cup is the one I want to do the most. I mean, you know, Group 1 is not my thing. I mean, it's still Le Mans, so might as well do it. Why not? It looks pretty fun. I just hope the dirty air is not killer. It might be either way. Oh well. Ooh, that lag. That's definitely a penalty. Yeah, did they say that about this one as well, where if you do this race, you get the GR010 with delivery. I think they said that for round 1 as well. I mean, I'm gonna do most, if not all, the rounds for the TGR. Someone's coming out. We should be good now. So if I can get a low 135 for qualifying, and I think that will help me go a bit more up in terms of starting position, and then just maintain that pace while doing a bit of tire saving, and I might be able to get the run that I want. Hopefully get a decent result. I still like how I say I was going to take it easy, but then I started getting aggressive, and then I just punted someone. Maybe this time I should probably take it even easier and actually mean it. This is the outlap, okay. Wait, when you enter around... Okay, because I remember on the news page for this round and round number 1, they mentioned about getting that car if you participate in that round, so I was like, okay. Are we only going to get one? Are we going to get one for each round that we do? Probably just one, but... I mean, hopefully we get it before round 3. Because that would be pretty cool to do the race with. I mean, depending on what it looks like. Speaking of which, for manufacturer, have you guys decided on which manufacturer you guys want to run with yet? I know it doesn't start for another month, give or take, but I think I for sure know that I'm going to be running with Porsche. Especially with the Group 3 Porsche. Been driving it around a bit lately. Just really love how it drives, and it's so easy to drive. So I might end up going with that. Or might, more likely. The only thing that sucks is that I'm going to have to deal with the vacuum cleaner called the Porsche Cayman GT4. Well, if there's a mega fuel saver race, then the Porsche Cayman is going to be really good. Because that car is pretty much the king of fuel saving, especially if it's at a what's it, like Tokyo East or Tokyo South. That's where the Porsche becomes really good under fuel saving conditions. However, the problem is that I might end up getting put into top split for manufacturers, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll just get annihilated. Marino, how's it going? We're just waiting around for slot number 2, which starts in about a little over 30 minutes from now. So right now I'm just practicing my qualifying pace, because my qualifying pace during slot 1 was abysmal. My controller is about to die. That's great. I need to get a new controller because this one, the battery doesn't even last that long anymore. And then the other controller I have has a lot of stick drift issues. tried fixing it, but didn't really do much. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the other controller. Hopefully, it doesn't act up on me because I mean I don't do much with it. I don't do much with the controllers whenever I'm streaming. Usually, I do everything with the wheel. So, give me a moment. Okay. And I will switch controllers and then go use the bathroom. Might as well do that at the same time. Okay, so that's off. Actually, I'm gonna put the controller in first. That way I don't forget about it. Because I might also have to mess around with the wiring again. And as Blue says, I'm also going with McLaren because A, the 650 SGT3 is my baby, my best car to drive. And B, I'm going to make sure we reaches top 12 again for the World Finals. I hope they get that dub. Nice. I think it's going to be good for manufacturers. I think they might have a chance this year of qualifying. Okay, I think it's good. The best car with his tires. Now the Porsches go with tires, or at least it's okay with tires, so that'll help me out as well, especially if there's a tire saving race. I just hope the rear tires don't wear out too fast, because then we're gonna have problems. But anyways, I'm gonna follow someone. We're gonna follow this car. Anyways, I'll be back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. To the bathroom. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Back. You know, I just realized. What is today? May 14th, so I've got about 2.5 weeks left until there's an anime convention that I'll be going to. Pretty excited about that. Yeah, the 911R is a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car. Thankfully, if it was a rear-engine rear-wheel drive car, I probably would have avoided it because I don't think it would work that well for Group 3. That being the only car with that layout, unless if it was like broken OP. Yeah, but the Porsche is a mid-engine car. don't get me wrong, I like the Porsches, but they are a wild car to drive. There's like a really special way that you got to drive them to go fast with them. And even then, they'll still kick your butt. It's gonna depend on the individual car. So, for example, like the mid, because I know generally speaking, with the mid-engine cars, they tend to rotate around a corner better than a front-engine wheel drive car. This is more specific about Group 3. I guess you could say Group 4 as well. But mostly Group 3. Mid-engine cars, they tend to rotate better around a turn. But also, depending on the car, they can be even more sketchy to drive. So, for example, the Ferrari 458 GT3 in this game, it's a mid-engine wheel drive car, but it can be really sketchy. And then a lot of the time, they also tend to wear out the rear tires really quickly. I know the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 is especially guilty of this. So once those rear tires start to wear out, the car becomes really sketchy to drive, so it becomes really easy to lose control of the car from the rear. And at least for me, I find some front engine wheel drive cars a bit understeery, but there's a bit more depending on the car. But I feel like some can be a little easier to drive just because of that front engine wheel drive layout. One car I'm thinking about is the BRZ. Especially if you're on racing soft or medium tires, becomes pretty easy to drive, pretty fun to drive. But again, depends on the car. All-wheel drive cars are, well, until around this time, were pretty OP. The WX, the GTR, they were really dominant and easy. I mean, they're still easy to drive, but now they're not as good as they were because they finally got nerfed to the ground. But most all-wheel drive cars, they tend to wear out the front tires really quickly. I mean, this car's an all-wheel drive, and the front right tire dies really quickly in this race. So, yeah, the Porsche is one of the easier, at least to me, it's one of the easier MR cars to drive. Might be even the easiest one. So if you're trying to get into MR cars, then I think that car is a good car to start trying it out with. And once you feel comfortable, try another MR car, see how that handles. I think the Renault is a bit better to drive now compared to how it was in Sport. The McLaren 650S, I think that's another really good car to drive. Me personally, I haven't. Thank you, Rusty. I don't know if you're in the stream, Rusty, but thank you for the comment. Hold on. Good afternoon, and where's the thank you? Thank you. What else? Yeah. I don't drive the McLaren as much, but I've driven it a couple times before their physics updates. This is a really nice car to drive. Actually, I don't know if Blue Racer's still here, but you can ask him. as he drives the 650S a lot. He'll tell you more about it. Ooh, that's a good question. MR car, probably one of the easiest ones. Group 3 car, it's probably up there, but I don't know if it's the easiest one. Because, well, at least back in sport when it was good, the Viper was a really easy Group 3 car to drive. But again, this was back in GT Sport. In GT7, I don't know. The thing is that car has been really bad ever since the start of the game, so it doesn't matter if it's easier or not to drive. It's a really bad car. And even after it has gotten a lot of adjustments, even buffs to its BOP, it's still a really bad car to drive. Solely because it has a really hard time turning in. Well, actually, it turns better now, but now it's a slow. Back then, it just didn't want to turn. It was super understeery. I think RCZ is also another good one. Another mid-engine rear-wheel drive car. The RCZ. I haven't driven that car in a while. It's kind of like the 911 RSR, the Persia RCZ. Okay, 537. We still got time. I have to really lead the car into this turn and then try not to do that. Well, the good thing is that the Porsche is a pretty good car. Not the best car, but it's still pretty good. Henry, how's it going? Just waiting around for slot number 2, which should be starting in a little under half an hour from now. Oh gosh. Front-wheel drive's not really my thing. Although the way that you drove them in prior updates was pretty funny, where you had to use braking and throttle at the same time to really get the car to whip around a turn. If there's a fuel-saving race, the Audi TT Cup is still really good for that. The only thing you have to consider is tire, because if the tire multiplier is high, then that car's going to be in trouble. But if it's only fuel that's an issue, then the Audi TT Cup will be really good. The Swift will also be good, but its qualifying pace is going to be horrendous because that thing has no power. Actually, I think there's a Nations Cup race with the Group 4 cars. Is it only a fuel saving race, or is there more to that? Oh yeah. I don't do it anymore. Actually, I don't think it works as much now. Either way, I did not like doing that. It was just so weird to do. The Road Atlanta race for manufacturers, I was doing in the Suzuki. Never felt comfortable doing it, but I had to do it while fuel saving. Oh man, that race was difficult because everyone was in GTRs, GWXs, and that was when they were really good. And then they found out how to still maintain pace while they were stopping the race, so that race was a bit of a lost cause. And then I remember trying out this. Okay, so remember the Group 4 race at Le Mans where we had the dynamic weather. I was on the other account, and I tried to Swift. Don't try to Swift. You get left behind. Like I was even in a slipstream with someone, and I still got left behind. Because once a car starts to hit around 140 miles per hour, so I think it's around 225 kilometers per hour, the car just stops accelerating. Gonna wait for this person to pass, and then I'm gonna go back in. Yeah. It's a Scirocco one-make race. That one's gonna be interesting. I might do that one. Yeah, pretty much. I think I'm just gonna do the Group 3 and 4 races, and then that Scirocco one-make race. I think those are the races I'm gonna do for Nations, so I'm not gonna do all of them. Probably just the bare minimum to get my 3 rounds counted. This one, the TGR, I want to try to do all of them because this one just looks more interesting to me. Callan, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Meanwhile, I need to try to... Oh, man. Really hope things do go better now. Still a little nervous. But whatever happens, happens, because after slot 2, I'm going to call it a night. Or evening. Afternoon. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let's get a lap in. And that is not the way to do a lap, because that's a great way to just ruin it from the very start. For racing next week, it's Rebel Ring, right? I feel like the 18 GTR might be good. Especially with tire wear is going to be a pretty big issue. I think the 2018 GTR will be good for that race. Thankfully, not the Supra. Might be... Actually, will the Supra even be good for time trial? Probably not. I don't think there's enough of high-speed areas for the Supra to stretch his legs. I'm also curious about the Porsche. If it's still good on tires, then I think that car will be viable in the race. I don't know about time trial, but in the race I think it might have a chance. But that depends on how it treats its tires. Another car... This one's hard to say. With a certainty, the BRZ, especially the tire wear is a big issue. That car might be okay. Just good luck on good luck accelerating, because that car is a little low on power. Yeah, GTR 18. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking, that in the race, any car that's good on tires that has decent pace will have a chance. GTR will probably be the best one. But other cars will still have a fighting chance. But for time trial, I think that one will be more static in terms of like which car is good. Might be one of those races where you qualify in one car and do the race in another. Probably not, but I know that happens every now and then. That reminds me. the Group 1 Le Mans race back in GT Sport, if it was a massive fuel saver, you do the qualifying the Alpine VGT, but you do the race in the TSO 50. That race was pretty dumb. Well, that's definitely a penalty. Randy's still here. Grady's joining in. I think he'll be in top split with us. But it'll also depend on who from like the highest driver rating people will be in top split. So if there's still a lot of participations, then I don't know if we'll see him. But I think we'll see him in top split with us. Yeah, Cyrus, I'll be surprised if he isn't there. I know he got a good result for round number 1. But I can imagine him wanting to do this race, get another decent result, and maybe even use it as a banker. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this race. It's probably going to be a banker race for me. I mean, if I can get 300 points from this race, then I'll be very happy with that. But based on what happened, then I don't know. Yeah, Grady's going to be... Yeah, if he ends up in top split, then he has a shot at doing really well in this race. Yeah, 134.7. He's got to nail down. .547, so we got 13 minutes until slot number 2 starts. I'm going to be here for just a little bit more, and then I'm going to go ahead and enter the next slot. All these laps. Yeah, I just need to... well, my thing is that I want to make sure that I can still maintain the pace, not scrub up too much speed. If I can get a decent qualifying lap in, and then just survive the shenanigans, that will probably happen, and then just keep it real smooth for the race, then I might be in a good spot. But we'll see what happens. And then if I'm trying to overtake someone, I'll just need to be a lot more careful about how I do it. Because I know when I overtook Grove on the back straight, that was freaking fantastic. But when I overtook Apex or Paymay and then punted Pop, that was definitely not the way I want to do it. So I need to be a lot more careful about that. Anyways, I'm not really paying attention to this right now. Foss, how's it going? Yeah, I'm gonna do another slot because slot 1 was a mess, and that was mostly my own doing. Slot 1 got a really poor qualifying time. I was on a bit of a recovery drive, and then I punted someone. Yeah, I felt really bad about that, so I stayed behind them, let them finish ahead of me. So that race did not go so well because of me. Me, I'm the one that was at fault. There you go. Randy's ready now. See what's 34.3. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the next slot. Hopefully, it goes a lot better. And then whatever happens this race happens, because this will be the last slot I'll do for today. Because slot 3, I'm definitely not gonna do it. Yeah, because this one there might be some decent participation, so. So I think it's worth doing slot 2. Right, here we go. This turn's going to be the enemy. Same with his right turn. Braked way too early. That was a mess. I need to make sure to not do that, because that's definitely a great way to ruin the entire qualifier. Anyways, I'm going to close the lobby in a minute. Just going to let him do his lap. It's a little warm in here. It was like mid-80s today for the weather. Yeah, it's pretty smooth right there. Just gonna let him finish his lap, and then we'll close the lobby and enter the next slot. Yeah, that turn is gonna give a lot of us some trouble. Alright. Where's the good luck? There you are. Let's get ready to do this race. I'm so not ready. Hopefully this race is easier for me. I'll just say that. And things go smoother. Please stop chicken network. Come on, there we go. Alright. Oh yeah, actually I need to do one thing before I enter this slot. I know it's probably not going to be necessary, but I'm going to do an oil change just because I can. I know, right? I was hoping for that, but things just didn't go my way. If I had a mediocre-ish result, it was like, okay, you know, whatever. I probably would call it a day, but because things just went south real fast, I feel like I have to go again. Alright, let's enter this. Oh man. Wayne, it's going to refresh this until I get a bit of tailwind. It might take the entire time. Yeah, because you see that the wind is often northeast or north. Yeah, this one screwed me up. As here I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't expect the wind to be going that way. Come on. Yeah, now I'm getting just getting a bunch of bad winds. Still bad winds. I need it going just south. And this is one of the things I don't like about making the guides for the World Series and TGR races, where you have to constantly refresh this until you get the best wind, and then you start. And sometimes it just takes a long time because you just keep getting the winds that you don't want. I mean, by the time I get the win I want, the race is gonna start. Okay, we'll work with this one. Right. Yeah, I don't like these two turns with this car. There we go. This, yeah, there you go. That's a little better. Okay, I'm not gonna have enough time to do another lap, but we'll just keep going. Unfortunately, this is not even a good lap. This is a 35. 6/10 off. Driving too carefully. I'm still kind of driving in tire saving mode. Alright, well, here we go. You're just hoping for the best. Oh god, I have to finish top 5. Oh, I am not too excited about this. Thank you, J Funk. I'm hoping I can do the best. Okay, the wind is not as bad as I thought. Here we go. I can't even see my cursor. Alright, let me go first. I guess I'm not going first. Yeah, this I'll have to do. I have to do well. Yeah. Okay, if you want to go for it, go for it. Oh, we're going so slow. Come on, guys, let's go faster. I just hope I don't catch up to whoever's ahead of me. Hopefully Cyrus doesn't catch up to me, because then we're going to have problems. I'm doing really bad. But I have to keep going. Oh yeah, I'm doing horrific. Shoot. We're gonna let Cyrus go. We should be good. I don't know who's that behind me, but yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's pop. This turn's gonna be the enemy as well with that tailwind. Are you kidding me? That's even more frustrating. Oh man, this is this race is gonna be such a meme. That was not what I wanted. Oh well. This is 100% going to be a banker race. That is true. Oh man. I think I think I could have done, probably could have qualified within top 5 or 6 if I didn't get that penalty. Thank you, Spider Racer. Now all I gotta do is take a deep breath, hope for the best. Because I have my work cut out for me. How many points? Yeah, top 5. And I'm at top 5. Thank you, Zwart. Yeah. I guess this will be over with soon, so that's the nice part. Because after that, I don't have to worry about this race anymore. But here we go. Here's hoping I can get the run of my life and somehow make up 1 billion positions in 1 lap. Alright, here we go, boys. We don't need traction control. Oh, I hit the rev bar. Everyone's getting bunched up in here. Oops, sorry about that, money. Able to hold off 11th. Now let's get to work. I don't know if I hit him. Hopefully I didn't. I'll feel really bad if I did hit him. I didn't hear a collision. Oh, the car wanted to turn way too much right there. Luckily, I was able to avoid cutting the corner. Otherwise, that would have been a nasty penalty waiting for me. Andre with a really good run on me. You don't want to fight it out this early on. Which is narrowly avoid a penalty. That's probably a penalty. Yep, that's a penalty. Luckily, I was able to avoid an incident. But, ready, we gotta go a little faster, buddy. What am I doing? Come on. What sucks is I'm going to lose a lot of spots right now. Now it's back. Now it's back to square one. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? That's my fault. I'm just a mess in this race. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What's frustrating is that I know I could be doing a lot better than this, but I'm just over here making a fool out of myself. I mean, I don't really like this car, to be honest, so that doesn't help the cause. I'll reach out when I get onto the main straight. Come on, just please turn. Yeah, it is. The suspension is way too soft. The car, it just wants to do its own thing. You try to keep the car from sliding and it slides anyways. That's how this car is. Like hell, I think the Threadno was even better than driving this. And that's a car from the 80s. Andre's gonna go for the move. I don't think I should have shifted that early. I didn't want it to go back into these guys. Oh, that's a great way to murder my tires. Oh, thank you for leaving the space for it. I'm braking too late. That's what I'm realizing. I'm braking too late, which gets me into a nasty little slide. Oh, that's the worst for Andre. That's really gonna hurt. I think he has dirty tires. Not much I can do. Oh, okay, that was close. I almost got myself a penalty right there. Well, at least we're almost halfway into the race. That way I can get this done with, because I don't want to do this race anymore. I'm so done with it. This is a great way to burn my tires, by sliding around through that turn. This is actually still not towards the times I want, which is unfortunate. I don't like you, buddy. Watch, he's gonna go for something. Well, we're not in the clear just yet. I think if we survive turn number 1, then we're good. Okay, we're good. Let's give him that little love tap. I had a feeling he was going to try something, so knowing him and his reputation, I wasn't even gonna think about giving him a chance. Anyways, I'm destroying my tires. Anyways, I think he already destroyed his tires, so I don't think I'll have to worry about him. I've tried playing nice with him before, and he chose not to play nice. So he's made his bed. He should lie in it. Yep, my tires are dead. I drove way too hard. Yeah. I've heard that he's also been messing around in OCE, so we'll see if Polyphony does anything about that. I think Zwart might have better tires than me, so I might be in trouble now. Oh, yep, they're gone. I drove way too hard in this race. I think Zort's tires might also be gone as well, because yeah, he's not catching up to me as fast as I expected. So I think his tires are gone too. The only question now, if I can just stop messing up. Can I catch up to 7th place though? They probably have better tires than me, because they had a couple less shenanigans to deal with. I have. They don't do it often though. Like, you have to kind of, it feels like you have to do something really bad to piss them off and make them do something, because it feels like a lot of times they don't do something. They don't do anything about a particular person. And, you know, that's in general. Even back in the GT Sport days, they never really did much. And yeah, there was a report function, but that didn't do much. Can you turn? Oh my gosh, this car's giving me trouble now. Not Zord, but this car. I mean, Zord's giving me trouble as well, because I know he can potentially take my spot if I keep messing it up. Luckily, it looks like we're both having the same problems. Yeah, it's like the first time I've nailed down that turn. Only took me 12 laps, at least in this race. But yeah, this race is a total write-off. At least I can say that I did this race, and that's kind of it. Still 3 laps to go. What sucks is that if I didn't get that track penalty, I could have been up there with Grady and Monty. But yeah, there have been a handful of bans that PD has done. I know some of the biggest reasons, hold on, was because they multi-accounted. So they were doing, I think they were doing manufacturers, I think same region with 2 accounts. At least that's the one. Break way too early. That's the one that I know of, but I have heard that there are other cases where someone has been banned. Actually, I think I know Key was talking about this the other day. He knows a bit better than I do, especially if anyone's been banned over there in EMEA. Over here in Americas, I haven't heard of anyone getting banned. Actually, wait. Well, actually, you know Luis Dinicio. I know his U.S. account got banned. I know he ended up making another account, but I know he got that one banned over here in the States for multi-counting. Because I think he was doing... Yeah, I think he... Enough people... Please turn. Enough people reported him causing trouble for GT World Series and all that stuff. So... And then people found out that he was multi-counting, because I think he's actually from Portugal. So he eventually... So his US account eventually got banned, but... What am I doing? But he has another account. And we're 99% sure that it is him. But he, I don't know. I haven't really heard much about him. I know he's still around, but you just don't hear much about him nowadays. Oh man, I wish I did a lot better in this race, but oh well. There's days where things are just not going to work out, and it looks like this was one of those days, but what makes me happy is that I managed to, well, at least so far, not finish last. It's still frustrating that I know I could have done a lot better, but oh well. At least I won't have to think about this round for a long time to come. Please turn. There we go. Oh, someone had a penalty, but it's not going to be enough for me to catch up to them. I still have to worry about Zwart. If I make a colossal mistake, then I risk losing 9th place. There we go, last lap. Thank goodness. I don't know if I'll be able to catch up to Monty. I don't think it's enough. Unless if he somehow gets himself a 1 second penalty, like right now, but it's definitely not going to happen as I mess up that turn. But yeah, really excited about the next round though. That one, I hope I can really practice a lot and then get the best result ever. Anything worth 300 points, and I'll be a happy person. Yeah, this race was tiring. Well, top 10. I'll take that. Not a good result though. So this one's gonna be a banker for now. Yeah. Yeah, it just wasn't enough for me. Oh well. By the way, just happy that I'm done with this race. I'm not gonna do slot number 3. Forget that. My round 1 was worth more because that one I think I got 308. So I should be seeing it after the final slot for this race ends. With this, I needed to finish 5th place, and that just did not happen. Needed 5th place to get 300 plus points. And yeah, my driving was just not there today. Ooh, only went up 1 spot. Ooh. Ooh. Anyways. Oh, man. Where's Wart? I did enjoy that race that we had together. We were pretty close on... Yeah, 240. This race is not going to count at all towards the end of the season. Thank you for stopping by, J-Funk. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do the next, not the next one, but the next TGR race. So, Le Mans. Where are you, think? Yeah, how many points did Grady get? Because, yeah, 270, so not too bad. I needed 5th place for how many points? Yeah, 300 exact. That's what I needed. And unfortunately, that was just not the case, but oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I'm done with this race. So that makes me happy. Actually, are the points counting yet? I don't think they're counting. Yeah, not yet. So gotta wait a little longer. Yeah, that one, the dirty air will be terrible, but I mean, it's Le Mans. That one, I feel like I can do a lot better in. Hey, top 3 is top 3. It doesn't matter if you're in GT 1, 2, or 3. Top 3, and that means you did really good. But actually, let me just see this one real quick. Yeah, because this race is on Wednesday. Yeah, it's on Wednesday, right? Yeah, I'm probably not going to do the daily race guide. I'm probably just going to go into this. Start getting everything ready because it's a 30 lap race. So what's that like? If let me do this. If let's say a lap is 1.5 minutes, and this is just guesswork. If it's 30 laps, so that's 45-minute race, and that's if a lap is around 1:30 each. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of time to test things out. Hey, nicely done, Mr. Wheeler-san. Congratulations on winning the race. That's awesome. Glad to hear that your race went really well. It's always good to hear when people are winning the races or getting the podiums. Or always with something to celebrate. So congratulations on winning the race. But for me, that's going to be it for this stream because I need to start working on this monster of a race. So it's just Nations right now. Once Nations ends, we immediately go to manufacturers. Because I know back then it was like 1 day Nations, 1 day manufacturers, but now they're just doing all these days. So pretty much the month of May, just Nations. Month of June, just Manufacturers Cup. Dwayne, how's it going? Get ready to end the stream, so popping in a bit late. You guys helped me get top 3 more often. Hey, thank you. Really happy to hear that the guides have helped. Oh man, I'm gonna go touch some grass because I really need to do that after suffering in this race. Because I'm not doing slot 3. Forget slot 3. I'm tired of this race. Screw this car. Screw this car. Screw tire saving. All right. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a good rest of the evening or night, wherever in the world you are, and take care. So, this is Mr. MCA, and I'll see you in the next stream or video, whichever comes first.